Kevin Costner is one of the most respected figures in American cinema, a name synonymous with quiet strength and enduring talent. Over decades, he has brought iconic characters to life, protecting love in The Bodyguard, inspiring hope in Field of Dreams, and reshaping Hollywood with his bold direction of Dances with Wolves. His story, however, is more than silver screens and awards. Born in Linwood, California, to a ditch digger father and a social worker mother, Kevin's life was grounded in struggle. He did not inherit privilege, but earned his path through unwavering determination, hard work, and a profound love for storytelling. Beneath his calm exterior lies a life marked by loss, trials, and the unrelenting gaze of fame. At 70, he continues to face life's challenges with resilience, proving that true strength comes not from success, but from how one rises after falling. Childhood, a world of silence and pain. Kevin Costner entered the world on January 18, 1955, into a family that had already known heartbreak. 2 years prior, his parents had lost a baby boy, an event that cast a quiet shadow over their household. His father, Bill, labored long hours repairing broken power lines, while his mother, Sharon, devoted herself to helping others as a social worker, often returning home exhausted. In a house where sorrow was quietly carried, Kevin grew up learning to navigate silence. Words of grief were unspoken, but the atmosphere taught him to notice pain without complaint. This environment shaped his sensitivity and self-reliance. Childhood for Kevin was a lesson in endurance. Even small moments of joy were tempered by the weight of unspoken loss. These early experiences left him with an understanding that life could be harsh, unpredictable, and deeply silent, forming the foundation of a man who would later face public scrutiny with quiet determination. Instability, moving through constant change. Kevin's upbringing was marked by relentless instability. The family moved frequently, from Compton to Ventura, Velia, and across Orange County, always chasing work and fleeting security. Each relocation meant leaving friends behind, entering new schools, and confronting the discomfort of being the outsider. Kevin learned to hide disappointment because his parents had little emotional energy to spare. He often went unnoticed by teachers and peers, forcing him to retreat into imagination, storytelling, and the sanctuary of the church choir. Yet even there, recognition was fleeting. These experiences taught him early lessons about resilience, patience, and the need to adapt quickly. Instability became normal, and change became a survival skill. By the time Kevin reached high school, he had endured more hardship than many adults, a silent strength forming that would later help him navigate the turbulence of Hollywood, rejection, and the unpredictable journey of pursuing a dream. Lessons from loneliness was a constant companion throughout Kevin Costner's early life. It taught him patience, empathy, and the power of observation. Growing up in a quiet, ever-moving household, he learned that life does not wait for anyone. Comfort could vanish overnight, and personal dreams often had to be postponed. He became self-reliant, finding solace in imagination and music. This early isolation also helped Kevin cultivate emotional depth, which would later translate into the characters he portrayed on screen. The challenges of his youth instilled a belief in himself. If he could survive this, he could survive anything. The loneliness shaped his capacity for reflection, perseverance, and resilience. By turning inward, he discovered the strength to endure uncertainty and pain, qualities that would define both his personal life and professional career, ultimately allowing him to take risks that others might never dare. The turning point, choosing the dream. After completing his college education in marketing and finance, Kevin initially pursued a conventional path. He married his college sweetheart, Silva, and took a steady office job. Outwardly, life appeared stable, yet inside, a sense of restlessness persisted. The turning point came during his honeymoon, when he had a chance encounter with actor Richard Burton on a plane. Sharing his desire to act, Kevin received encouragement from Burton, who expressed faith in his potential. That brief exchange became a catalyst for change. Kevin realized that safety and routine could no longer satisfy his ambitions. Soon after, he left his office job behind, fully aware that the world would not support his dream. This decision marked the beginning of a journey that would test every ounce of his resilience, patience, and dedication. A journey that would eventually make him one of Hollywood's most enduring figures. Hollywood's cold welcome Los Angeles offered Kevin Costner no easy path. Early years were a grind, filled with low-paying jobs like cleaning boats, driving trucks, and giving tours of celebrity homes, all to afford basic living expenses. Casting offices became sites of rejection, and the harsh reality of survival meant long walks and sleepless nights. He endured cold apartments and broken heaters, often sleeping in clothes to stay warm. Even his first film, Sizzle Beach, USA, released years later, brought embarrassment rather than validation. Hollywood tested him repeatedly, yet he refused to give up. Fear attempted to push him back home, but his pride and determination carried him forward. Each rejection became a lesson in patience, humility, and persistence. These struggles built the foundation of the quiet strength and work ethic that would later define his career, turning early setbacks into the grit required for eventual stardom. The breakthrough that took years. Kevin's initial breakthroughs were painfully slow. He landed a role in The Big Chill, only to have his scenes cut from the final release. For years, rejection dominated his life, and disappointment became routine. Many aspiring actors would have given up, but Kevin had spent his entire life learning to begin again. His persistence eventually paid off in 1985 when Lawrence Kasdan cast him in Silverado. Stepping onto the set, Kevin brought a lifetime of patience, endurance, and quiet determination to his performance. The film was a turning point, showcasing his talent and signaling his arrival in Hollywood. This breakthrough demonstrated a principle that would define his life. Success is not merely the result of opportunity, but of persistence, preparation, and the willingness to endure failure until the moment of triumph. The fall and the quiet recovery. Even with accolades, Kevin faced harsh professional and personal scrutiny. Films like Waterworld and The Postman brought financial strain and critical ridicule. The world that once celebrated him now scrutinized every choice. Despite this, Kevin drew upon lessons from his youth: silence, patience, and starting over. He retreated, regrouped, and slowly rebuilt his career. By 2003, Open Range reminded audiences of his enduring appeal, combining authenticity and heartfelt storytelling. Kevin's comeback highlighted an important truth: resilience is not about avoiding failure, but about responding to it with renewed purpose. His ability to recover after public humiliation and professional setbacks reinforced the qualities that defined his life: steadfast perseverance, emotional depth, and the courage to rise again. Personal cost: love, marriage, and loss. While pursuing Hollywood success, Kevin faced private struggles at home. His marriage to Cindy Silva, beginning in 1978, was marked by unwavering support and shared hope, but also by long absences and sacrifices. Fame and work obligations created distance, testing the limits of their bond. Yet Cindy remained a stabilizing force, a reminder of the personal values that grounded Kevin throughout his life. Balancing love, family, and career required ongoing effort, and the challenges he faced behind closed doors were as demanding as those in the public eye. These experiences reinforced the interplay between personal sacrifice and professional ambition, shaping the man behind the characters and teaching lessons in resilience, commitment, and the cost of chasing a dream. A life defined by resilience. Kevin Costner's story transcends fame. It is a testament to endurance, reinvention, and the strength found in vulnerability. From a childhood marked by loss and instability to a career punctuated by triumph and humiliation, he has remained steadfast, embracing life's lessons rather than avoiding them. He endured rejection, criticism, and setbacks while continually pursuing authenticity and artistic integrity. His life demonstrates that true achievement is measured not only by accolades, but by the courage to rise after defeat, to persist when circumstances seem insurmountable, and to continue creating stories that resonate with millions. Kevin Costner's journey reminds us that resilience, quiet strength, and unwavering belief in oneself are the true hallmarks of greatness.